Okay, Shalom Akim, Kahala Imra, Yahweh Hashem, Yahshua Hashem, Kakudash, and double on Instagram Muslim Apostles, Thought Yahshua, for giving me the strength in order to make this video as well. And as the title goes, what did I even name it as? The book, the scriptures are pretty much a life book unto Israel. Something along those lines, that's what I named it. But the point of it is, as you meditate upon the scriptures, certain times, you may be watching brother's video or the apostles, a certain precept comes to mind. Then, you go on about your daily lives, then you realize, okay, so I can actually apply it to this situation here. It could be anything, man, maybe just dealing with a heathen that may be giving you trouble at work. Maybe you're in school, you got some trouble with teachers or something, you use wisdom of the scriptures in order to deal with them. And pretty much everyday life, man. So really, that's what then provided me the idea for this video, man, because the scriptures really is just a guide for us on how we live our lives on earth right now. And also it will still be a guide for us on how we live our lives in the kingdom of Yahushua too. So that's something to consider. So so that's just the point there. Because gradually, as we grow in this truth, we're supposed to be meditating upon precepts in order to help us to make better decisions with our everyday life, man. So that's really it. This one may be a short video, depends on the spirit. But let's see this. The more we consume of the scriptures, the more so our way of life would then be in a very good path, man. Because the world really provides distractions in order to try and sway us from the path that we're supposed to go. So that's really the point. Let's see if I can get this precept here. Alright, so this is Ezekiel 3 verse 1. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So the roll represents the scriptures, and of course eating it really means studying it, and of course reading it as well. And again, to get the true understanding, we have to be taught by men above us, man. Be subjects unto the higher powers, which really that's referring to the ordinance of the heavens as well, but also you can regard it as the apostles that are over you as well, and brothers, the elder brothers that are over you as well. You gotta follow that order. And I'm referring to Romans 13 too. So before I get to that, let me read on. So Ezekiel 3 verse 1 again, and I'll continue. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So I opened my mouth, and he caused me to eat that roll. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness. And he said unto me, Son of man, go get thee unto the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. For thou art not sent to a people of strange speech and a hard language, but to the house of Israel. So of course the point is to consume the scriptures, to get that understanding, and to then teach it. That's ultimately the role of an Israelite man in this truth as well. To consume it, take it in, digest it, and then teach Israel. And then there's another point I want to make of this as well. I don't know if it's there. Yeah, I think it's in verse 3. Ezekiel 3 verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, cause thy belly to eat, and fill thy bowels with this roll that I give thee. Then did I eat it, and it was in my mouth as honey for sweetness, man. The first time when you come into the truth, it is as honey as well. You learn about all these you learn about the good news, man. That's what gospel means, the good news. Where about the king of Yahushua to come, you're an Israelite, you learn about Yahweh, the simple facts, You know, how having a so-called, looking like a so-called black man, you know, in the heavens. You know, you learn that Esau's been the one blinding you. You learn about all the little things for now, because you know they're regarded as milk. And then gradually, as you're digesting it, you then learn about the bitterness, man. You know, things that you have to endure through, the things that you have to suffer through, the things that you have to then prepare your spirit for what you have to endure through. You know, Revelation 2 verse 9, around 2 verse 9 or 2 verse 10, where, you know, we'll be casted into prison, man. So of course we gotta endure those things too. You know, that's when the bitterness comes through, man. The suffering. That's really what summarizes it. So going back to the topic, as we eat this roll, the point is that we will make better decisions with our lives as we go along. You know, we may get to certain points where, you know, it's like, okay, what should I do? Then, you know, you consult with the scriptures, you consult with brothers as well to give you a more better understanding. Then, you know, you make a decision from there. So of course the scriptures are a guide to help us to make our decisions, which are part of us living life, man. So let me get the next precept. You know, Ezekiel 3 is part of it, which is really studying the scriptures, you know, listening to the teachers, and then, you know, and of course you develop that understanding in order to live your life better. Because, you know, on this earth right now in Esau's kingdom, there's a lot of corruption. And of course, if an Israelite man is not straight in his ways with Yahweh Yahushai, they'll be off, man. You know, they'll be as any other 2/3 who are destroyed in their path. So let me get this. Verse 23. So this is Proverbs chapter, I'll read verse 23. So this is Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So read the commandments of which Yahweh Shem Yahshua has given us, given Israel, is the way we should live our lives, man. It's the light, it's the lamp, which obviously with light that gives you sight to know what path you're supposed to be in. For example, if a light was turned on in a dark tunnel, you would know what way to go through. Because if it wasn't turned on, you'd be groping in darkness, man. You know, that goes into Deuteronomy, I'll get it right now, for Deuteronomy 28. You know, so that was Proverbs 6 verse 23. I'll read it first before I then get into Deuteronomy 28. So Proverbs 6 verse 23 once more. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So reproofs refers to correction as well. Actually, let me just see what root word it says here. So it says here, hold on. Yeah, so reproof means rebuke, correction, reproof, punishment, chastisement. So of course it's really a way of correction. And the root word is, let me play it out.
Strong's H8433, tochecha, tochecha. And second entry, tochacheth, tochacheth.
So that's the word right there. You know, that's the modern Hebrew, but of course, you know, there'll be a ancient Hebrew word, ancient Hebrew version root word for that anyways. So, but yeah, it means correction, man. That's really the point I want to make there. And of course, as we study the scriptures once more, that's how our way of life is then straightened out, especially when coming out of this world, man. You know, as John 15 refers to. So let me get this scripture. Oh, yeah, I said I was gonna get Deuteronomy 28 because I was talking about groping in the darkness, man. Because if we don't have that lamp and light, you know, Proverbs 6 verse 23, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is the light. So of course that's what directs us in the correct direction, man. You know, as a light in a dark tunnel. Because most of Israel right now is groping in darkness. And groping, I'll explain it once I actually read it. So let's see. So this is Deuteronomy 28 verse 29. And thou shalt grope at noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed, and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So the point is in the first part of verse 29, Deuteronomy 28 verse 29. And thou shalt grope at the noonday. Grope really means to search for something. You know, to search for something with your hands. You know, like in the darkness, you're trying to feel, okay, where am I at? Is this the cupboard? Is this the, utensils here? You're trying to figure out where you are with your hands. That's basically groping, like a blind man doing that as well. So, as it says here, it says, and thou shalt grope at the noonday, as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. So really, that's how Israel is right now. Hence why in Proverbs 6 verse 23, the laws, the commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are as a lamp and a light for us, man. That's the reason why I brought it out. Proverbs 6 verse 23 right there. So let me get this as well. Exodus 15. Because this thing's been established since the time that the Most High brought us out of the old Egypt, man. The old Egypt. So let me get this, Exodus 15 verse 26. Because the new Egypt as well, aka Babylon, that's America. So that's why I'm saying old Egypt. So this is Exodus 15 verse 26. This was after, I think we were journeying. What was it? Really, the Most High has already taken us out of Egypt. And then, he provided us with water. And eventually the Most High then told, he pretty much told Israel, of course, that, well, he told them this. Let me actually read it. Exodus 15 verse 26. And said, if thou wilt diligently hearken to the voice of Yahweh, thy power, I will do that which is right in his sight, and I will give ear to his commandments, and keep all his statutes. I will put none of these diseases upon you, which I have brought upon the Egyptians, for I am Yahweh that healeth thee. So of course the point is the same plagues that were put upon the Egyptians during that time where Pharaoh's heart was hardened, during that period of time, is the same plagues that the Most High would put upon Israel if they don't listen to him. So of course, really, that's like a warning, man. Yeah, that's like a warning. So of course, if you look at how Jake is right now, with all the other curses that we're going through, it's because of Jake's disobedience. This is simply what it goes down to, linking back to Proverbs 6 verse 23, man. The law and the commandments are as the light and lamp for us. But of course, if we don't use it, we're going to be in darkness, man. Deuteronomy 28 verse 29. As a blind man looking for something in the darkness. That's how Israel is right now. So really, these precepts are just to emphasize the important fact that these scriptures are a safe guide, a life book for us to live, man. To guide us as we live in the correct path. So that's the point right there, man. So ever since the time we left Egypt, the Most High has always been saying this, man. Look, if you disobey me, this is what you're gonna get. And it's been established, man. Deuteronomy 28, the blessings and curses. You got Exodus 15 verse 26, establishing that. It's been for time, man. That's the point. So of course, again, also emphasizing the importance of the scriptures and how we live our day-to-day lives. So let's see. In fact, speaking of Deuteronomy 28, I think there were a few more that I was going to get to. Because I mentioned blessings and curses doing that. Because the blessings really, before they actually flourish, will be in the kingdom of Yahushua. In the kingdom, in his kingdom, that's when Israel's going to be blessed. So let me get 2 verses here from Deuteronomy 28. This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently, again, that word diligently, which was mentioned in Exodus 15 verse 26 as well, unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. That's the point. Israel's supposed to be above all the nations, man. They're the ones supposed to be commanding and ruling over all the nations. Hence why in Leviticus 25, I think later on, or in the latter verses, it talks about all the heathens being as servants unto Israel, man. You know, bondmen and bondwomen unto Israel. You know, that's really part of the blessings of Israel. You know, referring to Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. But then if you don't go down to Deuteronomy 28 verse 15, these are curses for what? For disobedience. So Deuteronomy 28 verse 15, but if it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So of course, and then after from verse 16 onwards, you already see all the curses that the Most High put there, man. It's like, damn. Because, you know, if you actually look at Israel, you know, from the family household to the whole of Israel, you know, all around the world, wherever they're scattered across, you know, they're affected by the curses somehow, some way, man. So really, the point is, it's like, Most High warned us, we disobeyed, this is what we get. If we had obeyed, if it was to be so, then of course we would have gotten the blessings by now. But you know, it's a whole learning process. Then the Yahushua's kingdom, eventually, through the elect, the 2/3 of them going to be reborn. Zechariah 13 verse 8, verse 8 to 9. These 2/3 are going to be reborn, and then, you know, all of Israel will then be able to inherit those blessings. So, you know, that's the thing, man. That's why we've got to be studying these scriptures, you know, studying the apostles, the Akim as well, you know, to get that nourishment of the mind so that we make better decisions in our lives, man. Because, of course, this world it's a constant battle between the flesh and the spirit. That's the thing. So, of course, if the spirit ain't nourished, the flesh is going to start to overcome the spirit, which should not be so. So, let me get this final precept then, you know, close out. This is Proverbs 22 verse 6. Train up a child the way. Actually said, okay, I was reading up from my notes. Let me actually search it up. Yeah, so Proverbs 22 verse 6. Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Now, the reason why I brought this precept out is because of the fact that, you know, we are as the children of the Most High. Israel are the children of the Most High. So of course the Most High is bringing us up the way He wants us to be brought up, so that we don't depart from it. Hence why, you know, the commandments, the laws, they're the way of life, man. The scriptures, it's a way of life for us, so that we don't depart from it. And it will be a good way that the Most High is bringing us up in. It's a whole learning process as well. So, you know, just as a parent trains up a child, the way the child should behave and the characteristics the child should develop, it's the same way the Most High is also guiding us to become the way He wants us to become. You know, as the children of the Most High. You know, we are the children of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. But yeah, Shalom Akim, Yaratazar, you know, it was edifying. And, you know, on to the next one. Well, Yahbashim Yashai Brakatha, Kahalalem Na Yahbashim Yashai Bashim Rakodash, and Dover on Instagram with some apostles. Small. Yeah, Shalom.